Hello and welcome to today's class. This is the Module 5 of our 90-day web design and digital marketing training and mentorship boot camp. I hope you've been learning. We've done from modules 1 to 4. We've shared a lot, and I'm sure you are putting to work the things you have been learning in this foundational parts, because it's very important. If you don't take action, you cannot transit from one state to the next. All right, so whatever it is you're learning in these sessions we're having, ensure that you're putting them to work. That's why we have the workbook. All right, so ensure that after each class, after each module, you jump on the workbook and actually take the exercise we have there. Is very, very important. All right, so today we're going to be looking at a very, very interesting and important topic as far as digital marketing is concerned, as far as doing business online is concerned. And that is what? You got it right. Attracting and converting leads online. All right, so without further ado, let's jump in. Okay. Now, the first question I have for you is, when was the last time you bought a product or service online? Have you ever bought something online before? Maybe a pair of shoes, maybe a handbag, maybe an ebook, a digital product, or probably even a course, an online course, right? Like this one you're taking now. Have you ever bought something online before? Think. Now, if your answer to that is yes, how did you come across that item that you bought, or the course you bought, or whatever it is? How did you come across it? How did you find them, or how did they find you? All right, and what transpired that made you to actually make that purchase? I mean, this is someone you've not seen, you didn't know from anywhere before, and then you came across them online, and at the end of the day, you were giving them your money. And then you got the product or you got the service. What actually happened? How did that actually happen? Okay, how were you able to trust them enough to say, well, I think I want to go for this, take my money. And then they took your money and you got whatever it is that you paid for. So how did that happen? All right, so I'd like you to take a few minutes to just think about this, and you can interact with someone, and you can share your ideas in the group, okay? So because that's what we're going to be looking at today. How do you get people to find you, find your products or your service, and at the end of the day, give you their money? That's what we're talking about today. Attracting and connecting with leads online. All right, so the big question now is, what are leads? Somebody say lead. Okay, now it's not like you leading somebody, it's leads. All right, L-E-A-D-S. Now a lead is anyone who shows interest in your service. Anyone from anywhere, no matter the color, no matter the race, no matter the gender, the ethnicity or nationality, political party, whatever. Anyone who shows interest, who raises his hands or her hands and say, I think I might want what you're selling, right? So that's what we call a lead. Now, as a business owner or as a digital entrepreneur, you're pushing your product online, pitching your service online. From time to time, you're going to find someone raise their hand or give you an indication that they are interested in whatever it is you're selling. Now, these people who indicate interest may not be ready to buy immediately. They may not be ready to give you their money immediately, but they are just interested. All right? Maybe something in the thing that you're selling resonates with them, or they feel it can solve a problem they are having, and they're just interested somehow. All right? Now, when that happens, it means that they have to go through a journey. There is a journey. We call it customer journey. And that journey starts from first awareness. Yes. At the point they become aware of you, your product, or your service. Because before then, they never even know that you exist on this planet. So the first thing is to become aware. Okay, I see this guy. I see what you're selling, right? That's awareness. And then the next is interest. From becoming aware, they move to the next stage, which is interest. They took interest in something you said, or a feature in your product or service, or even a benefit. All right? They feel that having this product or having this service or doing business with you is going to be of some kind of benefit to them. All right? So that gets their attention, it gets their interest. All right? But then they are not ready to give you their money yet. They are not taking any action yet. So before the action, there has to be a decision making. Someone say decision making. They have to make a decision. Okay, I see value in what you're selling. I see value in what you're pitching. I think I want to buy this. Take my money. They have to make that decision. So you have to help them to make that decision. And that's what we call selling. All right? Selling is not just about convincing someone. It's not about cajoling someone or pushing someone. It's actually helping someone make the buying decision. Helping the person go from no decision at all to taking a decision. Hey, I want what you're selling. I want to take it now. And that's what we call action. They take action based on the information they've gotten from you. All right, so they have to go through the journey of awareness, interest, decision, and action. Now, why do leads matter? Why is it important? Why are we talking about this now? You see, it is very, very important because without leads, you don't have a business. You're just doing your own thing. It's like someone who's selling a lemonade inside his house. No matter how good your lemonade is, nobody's going to buy from you. Nobody's going to see you. Nobody's even going to have to make a decision. Nobody will even know that you exist on the planet. So that's why you need leads. All right. Needs are like the oxygen to the body. Leads to your business are like what oxygen is to the body. It is the lifeblood of business. All right. The leads that come to your business are the opportunities that you have for growth. Without leads, there's no way the business can grow. So leads equal opportunity. That's why you must take advantage of every avenue you have to bring in leads to your business, because that is the lifeblood of your business. Leads equal income. So when you have consistent leads coming into your business, then you can have consistent income, consistent revenue, consistent inflow of money coming into your business. But without leads, no money. No money, no business. The business goes moribund and you go hungry. All right, so first things, how do we attract leads online? Remember, we're talking about online. All right, we're dealing online here. This is an online business, right? We call it digital marketing. You're running a digital business. So we're talking about online. So how do you get leads online? How do you get people to become aware of you or your product or service? How do you get them interested in whatever it is you're selling? And how do you get them to make that decision and then to take action? Right? First and foremost, you have to attract them. And how do you do that? You need to optimize your website and social media profile. talking about your online presence. Remember, we talked about branding, right? In module 4. Very, very important. Branding. You have to position yourself rightly. How is your social media handles? Your Facebook profile, your Instagram profile, LinkedIn, YouTube, or whatever handles you use. How are they like? Are they professional looking? Do you have the right pictures? Do you have the right information there? And your website, how is it looking? Is it looking shabby, old and outdated? Or is it looking sleek, stunning, and professional? And even fast loading. Is it mobile responsive? Can people view it from different devices, from the mobile phone, from the tablets? So how is your online presence? Yeah, so that's the first thing. Optimize your online presence, your website, your social media handles. Okay? Then, secondly, you have to create value. We talked about that at the beginning of this section. Value. What value do you bring to people? That value could be in terms of posts, maybe post on your social media handles, your blog, post on your website. It could be videos, all right? It could be a graphic content that actually solves a problem for them, answer a question for them, all right? Educate them, okay? So you have to be bringing value to the marketplace. So value creation is the second way to attract leads. Then thirdly, use SEO to get discovered. SEO simply means search engine optimization. When people, remember the other time we say, Google yourself and see what comes up. Same way, when people Google something that has to do with your business or your product or your service, does your business come up at all in the search engine results pages? Does it come up on the first page, second page, or does it come up in the 1000th page? There are 3 billion such results that come up on Google every single day. What is the possibility, the probability that out of 3 billion, is as in B, out of 3 billion search results that your content is going to come up, your website is going to come up? All right, so that's what we call SEO, search engine optimization. You have to optimize your website, optimize your profile, so that when people are searching, they can discover you. All right, so that's the third way to attract leads. And the fourthly, engage on social media. All right, so you don't just have a bland, dull, boring social handles. There are no engagements there. You have to engage. All right. Go into different groups, Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, all right? Different platforms, answer questions. Look at the questions people are asking related to your business. Provide the answers, all right? Look at the problems people are having that is related to your business that you know that can be solved with your product or your service. Provide solutions to those problems, and then you can even recommend your product, right? Offer value, give value. All right, so engagement on social media is one of the ways to attract leads. Then number 5, offer lead magnets. There are things we call lead magnets. Lead magnets are things that actually help solve people's problem, and you can offer them for free. For example, you have checklists, right? Things people can check, things that they can do, right, to help them solve a problem. We call them checklists. You can offer free audits. Like in our business, we offer free website audits. All right, for people that have outdated websites, or maybe their website is looking shabby, we can do a free audit of their website and help them identify flaws in the website. All right, we'll do that free for them and say, hey, this and this and this and these are the issues you're having on your website, right? So you can, if you have these things fixed, I mean, your websites will be well optimized, up and running good. So they can go do it themselves, or they can have us to do it for them, or even design a brand new website for them. So we offer free audits. All right, that's one way to attract leads. And then of course, guides. You can do guides, how to. People like how to. All right, the best the videos that have the most views on YouTube are how-to videos. How to do this, how to do that. All right, so you can do how-to guides. It could be videos, or it could be just written content. All right, So these are the ways to attract leads online. Now, you have people lifting up their hands and say, well, I think I'm interested in what you have, okay, but they've not taken any action yet. So how can you convert them from leads into paying clients? That is where the cocoa is. It's not enough to have leads, all right? So how do you get them to give you money? First, build trust with testimonials and case studies. Now, people trust what other people say about you more than what you say about yourself. I'll repeat that. People believe what other people say about you more than they believe what you say about yourself. I mean, anybody can toot his own horn. I'm the best this, I'm the biggest that, I'm the fastest this. Come on. Who go say in soup no sweets? I mean, nobody. All right? But when other people who have encountered you, who have used your product or used your service, are saying something about you, I mean, people can believe that. Okay, if this person has had such a good experience, well, that's cool. I think that can happen for me too. So use testimonials, use case studies of how you have been able to transform people's lives, transform their states before and after. You know, those kind of case study, how they were before they came to you or before they used your product or your service, and what is the final state that they are in after using your product or your service. Case studies, those can actually help to convert leads from just interested to taking action to want to do business with you. Secondly, use clear calls to actions. Calls to action simply means you have to direct people on what to do. It's not enough to get people to come to your website or to come to your landing page or your social media profiles. All right, it's not enough to post content. Yeah, people can read something. Yeah, they learn something. Yeah, but there is no action taken. There is no direction on what to do. How do they contact you? What's the next step? All right, so you can put clear call to actions. You can say, DM me if you want more, or click this link to book a call. All right, or claim your free audit here. Things like that. Those are what we call call to action, or register now, things like that. All right, so you must have that on your platforms, your website, your social handles. Very, very important. Giving people exact actions to take, specific actions to take when they come in contact with you. Thirdly, follow up consistently. All right, now the deal is in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. So when people come to you and they indicate interest and you just let them go like that, you're gonna be losing a whole lot of money, baby. Okay, so ensure that you follow up consistently. When people come to you, try as much as possible to get their details. All right, maybe you should have a contact form on your website or your social handle. All right, so collect emails, collect their WhatsApp line, collect their LinkedIn address, collect information about them. That can help you to follow them, reach out to them later. Okay, then another thing is show social proof. Social proof are like maybe testimonials, all right, recorded video or written testimonial about you. Okay, before and after photos, things like that, or even sometimes some people do this, maybe a lot screenshots of payments that you've received from other people who have made purchase from you. So those are social proofs. Those are what we call social proof. All right, and then make irresistible offers. You can offer bonuses. All right, you can give them a sense of urgency, like you have to take action before so day or the deal is off. All right, you can give discounts. You get 30% discount if you make your purchase today. All right, after today, no more discounts. You can see these are the things that can actually give people a sense of urgency to want to purchase, because if you just leave people like that, they can take forever to make a buying decision. All right, so you have to nudge them somehow by using such things as deadline. And then of course limited slots. You have to create some form of scarcity. Okay, there are just 10 slots for this, or 10 pieces of this available. You have to get yours now before it finishes. All right, giving people that sense of scarcity helps them to make decision much faster. All right, so these are the ways to convert them from leads into paying clients. Now, when it comes to this lead thing, there are a lot of mistakes that entrepreneurs make. All right, so we're going to be looking at some of them here. One, I've already mentioned it, not following up on leads. You just let your leads slide. Someone indicated interest in your product or in something you said, and then they forget, and you too, you forget. Oh, come on. You shouldn't be doing that. Follow up on leads. Someone says something, the only time you stop following up someone is when you heard that the person is dead. That might sound a little weird, but I mean, keep following up the person. Some people buy immediately. I mean, some people may take like a year, 6 months before they buy, but you have to follow up on them. Okay? Only focusing on selling, not solving problems. You have to focus on solving problems, not just being salesy. Buy. Every time you come online, buy. No! Offer them solutions. Solve problems for them, okay? And then, weak or confusing offer. Don't make your offer ambiguous or confusing. Be specific, alright? Tell people exactly what to do and help them take the decision, take the action. Ignoring long-term relationships with clients. When you have made your client, don't just now treat them anyhow because they've already purchased from you. No, that's not good. Establish long-term relationships with them. Okay? Now, simple conversion funnel. We have the first one, attract. You can attract them through your website, through your content, SEO, search engine optimization, and social media platforms. So that's the first way to attract them. When you attract them, you now engage them, provide value, answer their questions, and interact with them. All right. Then third, convert. Present your offer and then give them a clear action to take. All right. Then lastly, retain. Retain them with great service. Retain them with customer service. Ask about them. Find out how they are doing. We call it after sales service. How is the product serving them? Are they getting value from the product? All right. Build loyalty and then get reviews from them. Okay, that's how you retain them. Very important. Okay, so now we've talked about a lot. Like I said when we started, if you don't take any action, nothing is going to happen. So what one action are you going to take? Choose one of them. In the lead attraction strategy we talked about 5 of them, right? So choose one that you're going to work on this week and work on that. All right, take it a step at a time. Secondly, the conversion method we talked about. Choose one, all right, and then work on it this week. Okay, so when you do that, share your progress in our community. We want to know how you're making progress and we want to be part of your success story. All right, so take action. Choose one thing you're going to do this week and get going. All right. Now, what are the key takeaways from this model? First, leads are the lifeblood of your business. Without leads, there's no business. Second, attract with value, convert with trust. You have to offer value out there. When you go out there, offer people value, answer their questions, solve their problems, give them something. All right? Before you start asking for something. That's how you build trust. And trust is what brings conversion. Now, use the funnel that we talked about. Attract, engage, convert, and retain. Okay? Now, on the final note, we have the workbook for this module 5. Ensure that after watching this video, you jump on the workbook and take the exercise. That is how you're going to internalize these things and practicalize them. All right? So complete the workbook and then drop it in the group chat. I would like to see it. And then create and share your first lead magnet idea. What idea are you going to use to attract your leads? I'd like to know. It could be a free ebook. It could be a free audit. It could be checklist you want to do, whatever that can bring the people in and get them interested in what you're offering. So create that and then let us see the idea you have. Now, post one lead generation strategy you will use this week. Ensure you drop that in the group. I want to see that. All right. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this module. I hope you've learned quite a lot. Now, if you can put these things that we've said to work, you will be smashing every day. I mean, there'll be no dull moment in your business. All right, you'll be attracting leads, getting a steady flow of leads, and ultimately bringing in a steady flow of income to your business. Okay, but then you have to take action. So until the next class, go take action and see you soon. Bye.